Joshua in chapter 6. Are you there? From verse 1. When you know why, then you know what to do. The problem with church, again, is that we've not been able to know what to do. What to do, how, not just why. Well, how do I come out from this? So I'll look at some whys and then what to do in a short while. Joshua in chapter 6 from verse 1. Now Jericho was securely shut. Securely shut. It was shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. Jericho was shut up because. Say because.
Because.
Say again, because.
Because.
Shout again, because.
Because.
So the reason it was shut up is because. The reason I am where I am is because. Until you find out the cause, you can't break the curse. Because curseless cannot come. You cannot be under a curse without knowing the reason. Now, if you don't know the reason, it will even perpetually elongate. So some are faced with elongated battles in life. Curseless. So Jericho was shut up because. At least they knew why it was shut up. Some don't even know why certain things happen. Now, if you don't know, you keep on running around the table, round about, without having to even know how to get out, because in the first place, you don't know what is the problem. Jericho was shut up securely because you could not get married, because you keep losing job, because you lose favor, because. So once you know the cause, we can break the curse. No doctor begins to treat you until he knows what is wrong. Even if he has got all the drugs, he can't administer whatever until he finds that he takes your blood and does some tests to find out what. Jericho was shut up. There are some wombs that are shut up, sometimes because of fibroid, sometimes because of spiritual wickedness, but there must be a curse while that thing lingers. That's what I want to address. This is serious afternoon. Give me your ears. Some people lose favor because. Some rise and fall because. Some cannot sustain ministry because. Some can't sustain good things in their lives. They have spiritual leprosy because they have a spiritual nervous breakdown, spiritual paralysis. When it's about time for them to rise, rules are changed. Because that's why I gave you that form, to find out the curse. If you are sincere to yourself, then it becomes easy the way out. But there are things God may not reveal to me. I must not know everything. But you know what is wrong. If you can mark what is wrong, then it makes it easy for me. Jericho was sure if things are not working out well, find out why. Ask your neighbor, why?
Why?
Jericho was shut up because of who? Are you tired?
No.
Because of who? So, but for the children of Israel, Jericho was not going to be shut up. So the reason it was shut up, there was something on their mind to have shut it up. Who was on their mind? Israel. Why was Jericho shut up? Israel. So there are people in mind why certain things happen. There are things on the mind of your enemy why they conspire against you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Bible says more than 40 people bind themselves under a curse that they were not going to drink nor eat until they had killed Paul. So you want to ask a question, and that's found in Acts 23. What did Paul do wrong? Nothing. You don't have to do nothing wrong for people to go against you. That you are alive is enough to attract enemies. That your children are alive is enough to attract enemies. That you look well, even if you are not well. It's enough to attract enemies. That you spend your money on good things is enough to attract enemies. That you don't build a house it's enough. There are people you don't need to do them wrong to hate you. They just hate you for no cause. You try to please them, you can't please them. I'm talking to somebody. When you jump, they say, why did you jump? When you talk, they say, why must you talk? When you keep quiet, they say he's too quiet. You are tall, they say he's too tall. You are short, they say you are too short. You are slim, they say you are poor. You are fat, they say you eat too much. There's nothing you do, people must talk. Slap the neighbor and say, let them talk. You spend money, they say he wants to prove a point. You don't spend money, they say you are stingy. You can't please everyone. The fastest way to running down your life is to want to please everybody. People can't be pleased. Live your life by yourself. Enjoy your life. Am I talking to somebody here? You don't owe no man any apologies. Enjoy your life. Speak well, look good, dress well, smell well, walk well, majestically. That thou is a liar. Jericho was shut up because of Israel. There are those who change rules because of certain people. There are those who set fast because of certain people. Israel was the reason why Jericho was shut up. At least they knew what the reason was. You got to know why. None went out. None. So you can see, they think they are only undoing you, but they are affecting other people. They think when you are broke, they are happy, but it's affecting their brothers too. Because none went out, none came in. So they too were bound. If you try to stop me, you are trying to stop other people. And they escape, but they may not escape. There is something on the mind of your enemies why they undo you. They wish you bad. They're not knowing that if they point one finger, 4 fingers are pointing at them. Whatever they wish you is coming back to them. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over, shall men give to their bosom. Can I hear your amen now? Because of the children of Israel, none went out, none went in. So you are trying to stop me from getting in, but you are stopping your people from getting out. So let's go on quickly because of time. The next verse 2. And the Lord said to Joshua, see. Say to your neighbor, see. Let's see. Come on, say see. Look to your neighbor, don't be afraid of your neighbor. Look to your neighbor, see. As far as you can see can be yours. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 9, 10, 11. What said thou? He said, I see a rod of an almond tree. And the Lord said to him, you have seen well. Because you have seen well, I will hasten my words to perform. When you see the invisible, you do the impossible. You must come to see. That's why I've been saying, God, open my eyes. The eyes of my understanding enlightened. I want to catch some revelation. I was coming from Johannesburg 3 days ago. I got to the airport and I think you didn't write my name well on the ticket. So where is Amanda? Is it Amanda? I think she's a member here. Amanda, where's her? Okay, Amanda helped us. God bless her. She was trying to rewrite my ticket. And I went to one young Chakara lady to help me at the airport in Johannesburg. She said, I said, what? Double I? She just looked down on me and said, My word. What is it? She was trying to prove nice, another lady. Then already, as she was trying to prove nice, they had already known what they were going to do. And the Lord opened my eyes and I began to tell her, lady, you know why you're not married yet? For 3 years ago, a friend of yours by the name Tandeka took you to Sangoma and stopped your mouth. The eyes opened. She dropped and said, what? Tandeka? Oh my goodness, I'm a friend. I said, 14 years ago. And ever since I now began to tell her things about her life and what to do. Because she proved it nice. Attitude is everything. You don't just look mean. You don't know who that person is that can change the history of your life. And I told her what to do to be out from that. And I told her things and I said, within the next 4 hours, you will come because they lost a contact with one of their brothers who traveled abroad. And I told her the name of the brother. And I said, because you have proven to help me, within the next 4 hours, your brother will call you. She said, my brother, he's not called me for 2 years. We have been looking for him. As I landed in Pumalanga, as I was entering into my hotel room, my phone rang. Who called me now? The young lady that had, as soon as I left within 2 hours, her brother called her. The brother had not called her in 2 years. But because she welcomed a prophet, and Sam is a prophet, I try to help a prophet. My prophetic eyes open up. Am I talking to somebody here? You can sound again, God. You sound again. Jesus. And I told her how she will meet her husband, when she will meet her husband. She said, Papa. And I became Papa. I became a Papa. So don't ever tell people I'm a prophet. Just live a life. They will know by themselves. Prophets don't have to say I'm a prophet. It means you are not a prophet. Am I talking to somebody here? But that by their fruit ye shall know. Please let me praise you. I don't want to. Today, you know, this is my last day for now. So let me upload so that I can daily load you. And when you see a daily loading, you become loaded. Tell your neighbor, I am loaded. Come on, come on. Jesus. Anyways, Jericho was shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, none went in, and none. And God now said, look at it, in other words, it was shut up, it was padlocked. Physically speaking, it was not possible to access Jericho. Am I talking to somebody now? It was a roadblock. Nobody could go in, nobody could break through, nobody could survive it. The door was shut up. And then God said to Joshua, see, if you can see it, you can have it. See. What did he say? See. And the Lord said to Joshua, said to it also, don't be moved by what you see, be moved by what you want to see. What you see is temporal, what you don't see is permanent. While we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, the things that are seen that are not seen are permanent. See what? I have given Jericho into your hands. It's not realistic, because right now it's sharp. Right now, no more job. Right now, I can put to bed. Right now, nobody wants to accept me. Why will you not be able to say, you give it to me, Jericho, that have been shut up? They don't receive tenders anymore. Why would you ask me to go tender? Right now, Jericho has been shut up, and the Lord goes, see, I have given to you Jericho. I'll give Jericho into your hand. Its kings and the mighty men of valor. 3 things. I'll give you Jericho, the king, and the mighty men of valor. I'll give you Jericho. But at this point, physically, you can't access Jericho. Yes. At this time, literally, you cannot be prosperous in the land. That's recession. And God says, no, see beyond. See beyond the physical. See beyond the problem. See beyond the struggle. Take upon you the eyes of Christ and see beyond the limitations of your life. Amen. Tell your neighbor, see.
See.
I have given to you Jericho, the kings, and the men of valor. Then what did he say, verse 3, quickly? Ye shall march around the city, all ye men of war, and ye shall go all around the city once. This you shall do 6 days. So to take something over, instruction is permitted. Instruction is the pathway to distinction. For a divine intervention, there must be first divine instruction.
Amen.
We walk by common sense. We run by principles, but we solve by instruction. Pilots don't drive, they give instruction. And they relax. One day, I never knew. I was in the plane and talk about what class, economy class, over 20 years. Then I was seated. Then I saw a man coming to greet people. How is the flight? You enjoy the flight? I said, everybody was saying, yeah, captain, pilot. What? Are you enjoying the flight? Everything all right? He said, everything all right. So he got to me, hello, how are you? Are you enjoying the flight? I said, who are you? He said, I'm the captain. Which captain? Pilot. I said, blood of Jesus Christ. Father, is that how I will end? He didn't turn out with that. The pilot coming to greet me, I said, please return back to your cockpit quickly. Then he laughed. He said, his programs, I have instructed by buttons the flight. I could be there before at the taking off level. But once we get to the cruising level, no more effort required. It can go on its own. You will get to that point new months. No more struggles. No more pain. You will get there on time. He said, I have given you Jericho. But then he said, go around 6 days. 6 days, once a day. Instruction is the pathway to distinction. Go. And then they went around the walls. Remember, to cut the long story short. Now, God's instructions, when you want to comply, can make you look like fool. But it normally don't make sense. How will you ask me? People are holding abominations. And you asking me all I need to do is to go around every 6 days, go around once for 6 days. Just keep quiet, keep muted, don't mumble a word. Just go and keep quiet while others are waiting for you to make a mess and blow up your head, and you are obeying God by walking. That's why when you want to obey God, they will give you all manner of names. Yeah. So did that first day, did that the second day, did that the third day, did that the fourth day, did that the fifth day, did that the sixth day, and then one last, he said, now the seventh day. Get the trumpet, get the singer, get the connector, and make some holy noise. I'm going to walk in your noise. I will walk with your obedience, and the walls will crumble. Now, why were they going around? For two reasons. One, to see and imagine the collapse of the world. To see and to imagine the collapse of the world. To gather momentum for their victory. The seventh day, they made a shout and the walls crumbled. Where am I going to? And then they went and took everything in the land. And Joshua, please hear me, Joshua offered to curse the land. Because they already knew there was resistance into gaining access to the land God has given to them. God could give it to you, but there is a fight. Fight the good fight of faith. It is good because we win. We are not fighting to win. We have won already. We are fighting to retain our winning. Oh, yeah. Now, so Joshua cursed the land. What did he say? Because I'm about to curse the curse. That thing that placed a curse on you, I'm about to curse it. Your amen is on that time. In Joshua in verse 26. That Joshua charged them at that time saying, cursed be the man before the Lord who rises up and builds this city Jericho. That is what I came to do this afternoon. I want to place a prophetic curse upon the sources of your pain, of your struggles, of your defeat. Those who went to Eddie Sangoma, if they went to Eddie Sangoma to curse you, I stand upon this altar and I will bless you. You are blessed in the city. You are blessed outside the city. You are blessed when you go out. You are blessed when you go in. Shout blessed. Joshua said, because you have hindered me from rising, you made me have a tough time to get what belongs to me. Curse be any man. Curse be. Now, power restoration from today. Anyone that denies your growth, I command them cursed. I don't like your amen now. Anyone who fights your prosperity, I command them cursed. I command them cursed. Anyone who denies you hell, I command them cursed. Shout Jesus! Joshua the prophet. Prophets don't only bless, they can curse. He said, I'm a blessed God, I'm a curser God. He said, Abraham, I will bless he who blesses you, and I will curse him who curses you. If God will curse a fig tree, he will curse a human being. Jesus cursed the fig tree because he misbehaved. How will you allow me waste my time to you and you disappointed me? You are cursed. No man eats from you from today. And the fig tree dried up from the roots. Who is standing against your marriage? Who is standing against your prosperity? Who is standing against your children? Who sent that arrow to you? Who took your name to Sangoma? I command them curse. I command them curse. I command them curse. And Joshua said, no man ever shall. No man. Take it back to that chapter. Now Joshua charged them at that time. So there is a time for every divine word. Charge them what I'm saying. Curse be Zima. I don't care who the man is. Curse be the man before the Lord who rises up and builds this city Jericho. In other words, anyone that wants to build it up again is under a curse. Now what is the curse? It will produce something. He shall lay his foundation with his firstborn, and with his youngest shall he set up its gates. Joshua declared it, and he said, these are the things I want the curse to produce. So you think when we speak, we're joking. Look at a man by the name Balak. He went to employ a prophet by the name Balaam. Yes. In Numbers 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And said, come and curse God's people for me because they are stronger than me. There are people you never offended, they want to curse you. They want to spoil your marriage. They want to spoil your stuff. They want to vandalize your destiny. You didn't do them no wrong, but they hate to see you leave. They never knew you could still stay alive till now. They thought you have been dead last year. They thought you have been forgotten 3 years ago. But God showed you mercy. And you are still standing. You are still vibrating. You are still glowing. They wonder how did it happen. He said, this is the Lord's doing. And it is marvelous in our life. After 400 years, how many years? Words are spirits. When they are released, they don't die. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. So is the word of God. It does not return back to me void. It must accomplish that which is been sent to do. I am going to place a curse and a blessing, and I'll show you the way out. The power of blessing is stronger than the power of any curse. Let me see. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the Lord. Being made a curse for us. For curse is any man that is hung on the tree. I'll be redeemed. I'm of Abrahamic seed. I have the seed of greatness in me. I can't die. I died once. They planning it. They planning for their head. Owners of evil load carry a load. When I say owners of evil load, you say carry a load. Owners of evil load. Say it like you mean owners of evil load. Yes, sir. Jesus. He cursed there. Any man that we want to build up Jericho, we lay the foundation in his first son and the gate in his last born. After 400 years, some folks either they forgot and they were trying to be stubborn. They wanted to build up Jericho. After 400 years, the word of God will not fail until Shiloh comes. The word of God is quick and powerful. I'm going to set you free by the release of my word. The Bible said he sent forth his word and he healed them all and delivered them from their destruction. I'm speaking the word is more powerful than every word of the enemy. If they have cost you, if you're operating under the curse, I command that curse neutralized by the blood of Jesus. I lift up the cause of your finances. No more roadblock. Lift your voice and say, no more roadblock. No more roadblock. Lord, I said, no more roadblock. Shouting, no more roadblock. I access my Jericho. I access my promised land. I access my prosperity. I access my next level. No more roadblock. No more. Something is happening here. Let me show you. Some people thought that the prophet was joking. Prophets don't joke. First Kings chapter 16 verse 34. First Kings chapter 16 verse 34. He said it 400 years later. Some folks either they forgot. To forget spiritual matters is to deny yourself access to your next level. After 400 years, in his days, Hill of Bethel built what? Hill of Bethel built what? Jericho. Was it not a forbidden thing to rebuild Jericho? Yes, sir. But then he decided to be stubborn. Yes. Any stubborn spirit from your father's house, from your mother's house, what will happen? They will experience the consequences. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. No more roadblocks. No more roadblocks. No more roadblocks. No more roadblocks. Shout fire! See that cross and then I shout that with a child. After 400 years, a stubborn child stood up to rebuild what the prophet said don't build. Yes, sir. What happened? In his days here of Bethel built Jericho, he laid his foundation with what? Abiram, his firstborn. He laid the foundation according to what the Lakulanda would say here. Watch how I will maltreat your how, your where, or why. That why. I'm taking one to divine Supreme Court. And there is no quagmire here. He laid his foundation with Abiram, his son, and with his youngest son, Shegu, he set up his gate according to the word of the Lord, which he has spoken through Joshua, the son of Nun. After 400 years, that the prophet spake. You deny me access. You brought delays to my life. You gave me some pain. You made my divorce come. You made my children stubborn. Therefore, now that I am there, you are cursed. And anyone who wants to take up the curse, he will lay the foundation in his firstborn, and then the gates with his lastborn. And this is what after 400 years, I take authority. Any man born of a woman who has brought you pain, who has stopped your rising. If your amen is the loudest factors, I place them under the curse of God. 2, 3, 4. of Jesus. No more roadblocks. Shout it again. No more roadblocks. One more time. No more roadblocks. Shout Jesus. Am I blessing somebody here? After 400 years, somebody decided to break the rules of the prophet. And it came to pass that he laid the foundation in his first son. In other words, when he was laying the foundation, his first son died. Because Joshua has said, anyone that will attempt it, these are the things that will be common with him. And the gates with his last one. So Jericho was left desolate. Things were wrong and bad. Businesses were closing. People were dying. The waters were bitter. The lands became barren. Frustration in the land. Even after Joshua had died. So he required a higher prophet to lift up the curse. And the general. Look at 2 Kings in chapter 2. 2 Kings in chapter 2. Chapter 2 from 19. Then the men of the city, which city? Jericho, said to Elisha, please notice, the situation of this city is pleasant, as my Lord see it, but the water is bad and the ground barren. Why was it bad? The prophet prophesied, and somebody was trying to build it up and receive a curse. And the curse began to walk in that city. If you are walking in the cursed land, you can't produce. Walking in the cursed house, you are living in a house where the foundation is cursed. Even if you went there prosperous, they will ruin everything you have. That's why this oil is here for you to anoint every of your properties. You will make the highest money in the new month you are entering. Your payment is under attack. You will be fruitful in the land. You will enjoy favor. You will enjoy breakthrough. I lift up the embargo over your life. I lift up the embargo over your family. There will be more marriages conducted in this ministry. Your breakthroughs have arrived. In Jesus' mighty name. The men of the city came to Elisha. They humbled themselves to locate a prophet. Because they knew that Joshua cursed the land. So to be lifted, they needed a higher prophet. They came to Joshua and said, hey, Joshua is dead. We are the men of the city, breadwinners. Now to put it up, then the men of the city said to Elisha, please notice the situation of this city is pleasant. It's a place where we will have prospered. It's a business I should have excelled. It's a job I should have been promoted. It's pleasant. It's good. The land is good. But there's a condition. What stopped the prosperity coming to us is of the late Joshua. He placed a curse on the land. So they're struggling because they knew why they were under a curse. But he said, the water is bitter. The ground is barren. The water is bitter. The ground is barren. We are not lazy men, but something has affected the ground. I have good children until something happened, they turned against me. What must I do? How do I excel? What must I do to turn the bitter water to sweet water, to turn the barren land to a fruitful land? But they came to the man of God to inquire. When it sounds so loud, oh, give it all to Jesus. He can mend the broken heart. He can mend the pains that bind you. Jesus knows all, and He wants you to know. He loves your soul. He's a healer of your soul. without me. I cannot bear my burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, and I must tell Jesus. Jesus will hear me. Jesus alone. And I must tell Jesus, and I must tell Jesus, I cannot bear my burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus. Jesus will heal me. Jesus alone. Sometimes people don't even know why you suffer. They don't know that it's not your fault. These men were not born when Joshua was alive, but they inherited the curse he cursed the land. Some are suffering from what they never bargained for. 400 years ago was when the curse came on the land, but these people were suffering for what they didn't bargain for. Suffering from wrong relationships. If your partner is cursed, it will rub off on you. They were suffering from what they never knew about. You didn't commit it, you're suffering for it. 400 years later, some folks got their lands barren, water bitter, because of 400 years ago curse. Please lay down, gentlemen. Remain standing quiet. Remain standing. 400 years. Some of you are suffering from what your ancestors did. Jephthah was born into a family in the book of Judges, chapter 11. about time for them to distribute, to divide, to share the spoils, the inheritance, they reminded him the son of whom he was. They said, you can partake in our father's heritage because you are the son of a harlot. Was it him that decided to be born of a harlot? No. So why was they holding as a child against him? This young man was born blind. Was it he that decided to become blind? No. In John chapter 9. And the disciples began to debate and began to argue who sinned, who didn't sin that this boy was born blind. Transfer of aggression. Can you listen to me? 400 years, the curse was still working. Because it was words declared. And words don't die. I'm going to reprogram your life today. Amen. If you are operating under curse, if your amen is the loudest and the longest, you will operate under blessing. 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 Shout Jesus! So they came to the man of God. That was wisdom. You don't solve a problem on the same platform it was created. If you don't learn by example, you will soon become an example. What you learn by experience is ignorance. What you learn by instruction and information is wisdom. Learn from the mistakes of others so you don't commit sin. 400 years, Apostle cared. The land was still barren. If you do nothing about it, it's not going to change. Forget it. You don't wish it out. You don't dance it out. You walk it out. Yeah. So they came to Elijah. The land is barren, the water is bitter, as you can see. Then the man of God looked closely. Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. What was their complaint? They knew why. So they went for solution. Now the next verse 20. And he said, bring me. Within the ground is barren. The water is bitter. And you are placing a demand. It didn't make sense. Bring me. Bring me a new ball. Let something come out from you I will use. Because I'm not the one suffering from the curse, it's you. So something must come out from you. Bring me. When Peter toiled all night and caught nothing, Jesus showed up and said, give me that boat. The moment he utilized it, he returned it back to him and fishes resumed. Bring me a new cruse. Another one says bowl. And put salt in it. So they brought it to him. They didn't debate it. They didn't argue it. The other time, if you are too close to a hero, you could lose your pattern. If you are too close to the altar, you may lose the benefit of the altar. If you are too close to the prophet and you demean the prophet, you cannot get blessed from the prophet. Because you will not take seriously what others are seriously doing it, but because you are too familiar, until familiarity becomes a familiar spirit. Those that surround prophets sometimes don't get blessed. They are too used. Ask Gehazi. He went and took the gift the prophet rejected, not knowing that the prophet saw him by the Spirit. And he said, hey, why do you do that? He said, oh, I did it. He said, okay, the leprosy of them comes on you. He said, my spirit went with you. 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 My spirit, as I was in the house, my spirit left me and went with you. So you bring. That's why you can't get blessed. You are in the church, you are a worker, you are this and that. You don't take instruction seriously. You know Apostle Ken, you know he's a Ghanaian. All the Ghanaian people, they commonize it. Not all. Some who commonize it, you don't get blessed. You want him in your house all the time. What do you want him in your house for all the time? Come and eat the what? Keke or kuku or bamboo. Why people will come from outside and he will bless them and they get their miracles and then he lays hands on you, you are looking. Others just take it and you say, oh, Ken. I had an old one. His name is Papa Christopher. With my anointing as God blesses me, I lay hands, people fall. I lay hands, people fall. But this man knew how I started. He had helped me before. So the anointing, no matter what, he doesn't fall. And it used to pain me. Why should everybody fall? This man was standing. I said, falling down is the only reason for anointing. I was growing up then. Everybody has to fall. If you don't fall, I have to push you. You must fall. You must fall. That was then, man. And so one day, I said, God, why this guy doesn't fall? He said, he's too used to you. So he can't fall. He's used to the anointing. He said, Yahushua. While others are saying, Papa, I say, Yahushua. I say, yes, Papa. Papa, call him Papa, Papa. So one faithful day, I said, let me see what happens. I said, because I call him Papa, Papa can't fall under my anointing. His children that will fall under anointing. So I was preaching on that, but people were falling everywhere. And he was looking. He was looking. When I lay hands on him, what he does, before when I lay hands, he do like this. I said, Papa, receive. He said, I receive. Papa, receive. He said, I receive. He will end up threatening me and intimidating me for all long. So this faithful day, I said, no, I will prove a point. I laid hands and laid hands, the power of God was moving. I looked at him, his name is Christopher. Instead of calling him Papa Christopher, I said, Christopher, come here. So, I said, you Christopher, come here. So I put him where he belongs now. Because I'm his spiritual father. Doesn't matter your age. The age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. I said, come here, Christopher. I said, came. I said, lift up your hand. He was one day, things have changed. He went to receive, I'm not say, fell down. I said, yeah. I said, why would you not be funny? You got to fall. Get up, daddy. Boom. Get up again, daddy. So after the service, he came to me. Everything was clear. Say, my son, what happened? I said, the power of God came upon you. He said, no, my son, you work on my psychology. I said, what happened? He said, when you said Christopher, I was wondering if there was another Christopher. Because you have never called me Christopher before. So the moment you said I become a friend, then I just said, not your anointing, but psychology. Shout Jesus! When you are too used to instruction, it will ruin you to destruction. He's a little bit closer to me, but he knows when to draw the line. Himself and his wife, they still need that to break me. You may have finer clothing than your parents, but they have more rags than you. That is experience. Experience does not expire. When I see my father in the Lord, even at the airport, I kneel down to greet him. As popular, as famous as I am, I pour all the honor to him. My spiritual mentor. Even if he calls me now, I'm here and I'm seeing him physically. The honor I give you when I see him physically is what I give to you when I'm not even seeing you. That is honor, not hypocrisy and eye service. Get me a new cruise and put salt. That was the instruction. You came with a problem. I'm offering you a solution and you are trying to debate the solution. Who is suffering? I said, what you are fasting through right now, you need to be injected 5 times. He said, no, please give it to me twice. Who is suffering? Is the doctor? Or who you? You are the one that needs 5 injections and you say, no, I can't, I need 2. I want to share a story with you. My sister is a medical practitioner. I ate some food. I came back from the country many years ago. So I wasn't used to their food. So I had dysentery. And she was going to treat me on, tetracycline, all those kind of things that stop stooling. What's the name again? Tetracycline. Anyway, she prescribed the drugs and I was taking for 5 days. How many days? How many days? 5 days. The first one, take this, and the second one. So the first one, I took this. The second day, stooling stopped. So because students stopped, I said there was no need for me to complete those. I took the drugs and kept the song. I said, I'm doing all right. Lo and behold, Maku. You can control nature, but you can't cheat nature. On a Sunday, when I was to preach, nothing happened before church. Nothing happened while the choir were ministering. When they don't welcome me to the microphone to minister the word, then this and he said, I just left you for a while. I'm coming back full force. I was standing in the altar, the thing came heavy. I said, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. The thing was heavy. I said, Jesus. The more I called Jesus, the more it was coming. Then I said, am I going to be disgraced here? Decent, can't you respect the anointing? He said, you didn't respect medical stuff. Then I quickly asked him, will you talk your hand sharp fire 21 times? As I said, fire, I said, Pastor, take quick, open the toilet for me. Because I did not respect instruction. I didn't regard professionals. I thought I could use spirituality to cover for it. Bring me a new cruise and put salt therein. And they brought a new cruise. Put it up quickly. And they said, bring me a new cruise and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. They brought it. When your obedience is complete, then he will avenge every disobedience. Verse 21. Then he went out to the source of the water and cast in the salt therein and said, thus said the Lord, I have healed this water from it shall be no more dead or barren. He reversed the cause. How? By them responding to the instruction he gave to them. People come and return back the way they are because they will not comply by instruction. Verse 22. So the water remained healed to this day, according to the word of Elijah, which is true. He lifted up the embargo because they responded promptly to instruction. Listen, there are times you don't feel like doing nothing, but when you receive instruction, please keep them. That is what we keep. Instruction is your life. Instruction is what? It's your life. It's your life. When you know the curse of a thing and they have told you how to, let me quickly tell you. Take it from me or not. Obedience to the word of God is the key to your exit from every devil. So find out what you must do. That is your how. To some it might be service. To some it might be sacrifice. To some it might be forgiveness. To some it might be anything. Find out what it is and comply by applying it. Then solution comes. Solution doesn't come by wishing. It comes by instruction. Don't be deceived, people. Don't be deceived. The Bible says something in 2 Kings chapter 3. Let's go there before we begin to pray. 2 Kings chapter 3. 2 Kings chapter 3. Come and I will talk to you briefly. Stand up. You must think very well before I go on ahead because I need to bless you openly. But there's somebody I want to know if you know that person. It's by the name Brown. The surname is Brown. And the other name is Alex.
Yes, Alex Brown is the chief consultant of the Cambridge University of the United States that I'm working with.
That you're working with. Did you ever tell me about it? Parianda Sukopa Lebaya Dasa Nisune Mataba. Who is Ani? Doctor. Ani, doctor. Ani, Doctor Ignace.
Oh, yes.
Who?
Yes. is a wife to a lecturer at Swane University of Technology.
I will leave it at that. The business in United States is already in house.
Amen.
I am the oracle. You know, sometimes we don't even minister to those who are around us. The oracle, Tinaye. Who is Tinaye?
Tonight,
Yes.
Tinai is my partner in China.
Have you ever told me about Tinaye? I told you I came prepared. And I'm going to show you what it means to serve the oracle. He has spoken so well of you, Mama. And I told him something about you. I told him he cannot joke with you. No. And I'm going to see you after the service. I'll tell you things that you never told anybody. Did you tell me anything,
I'm shocked.
Your breakthrough has just started. Shout fire! Shout fire! Shout Jesus! Oracle is not a guy name. My son, stand up. You will bounce back. Come. You don't know Rich, you are not saying nothing yet. I am Bishop Deborah. Put on this suit. I changed the garments. Put it on. Now, before I leave, I will give you the trouser. I'll give you the shirt. I'll give you the tie. But this is different. Yeah. This is a mantle. Dismantle wickedness. I'll give you the trouser, I will give you the jacket, the suit, the tie. Just wear it. Then you will report to me that I have given you what money cannot buy. For you are glorious and worthy to be praised. You are the Lamb upon the throne. And to you we lift our voice to say, you are the Lamb upon the throne. Your substance. I release your prosperity. I release your promotion. I release your marriages. I release your scars. Shout Jesus! Sit down, cross your leg and show them in charge. When I give you mantle, is to dismantle. Are you ready for it? under your feet. Anyone who says over their dead body for you to rise, I put them under your feet. The Bible said there was a battle among two people with Israel. And Israel were covenant people. But these ones didn't know God, but they knew what to do. If unbelievers know what to do, they can get the blessing before you. They can get it. They can get it because it's a law. It's a universal law. I'll share this with you, then we pray. I'm going to ask you to do something simple, but a bit stretchy, so that to help you put something on the other. Everybody will do, not specific people, everyone. It is what you can afford, so I can prophesy over you. And I hear your amen. I am here to break the curse and to make your land fruitful, your water sweet. The way out, anytime you are faced with a battle, you must raise a sacrifice and say, Father, this sacrifice, use it to fight my challenge. Amen. Sacrifice. Sacrifice is one of the fastest ways out. When you now know what to do, sacrifice grants you speed. Those who will not hear me, that's no problem. Next year we'll still need you where you are. Those who will hear me 3 months, they will have testimony. Amen. In 2 Kings, let me close. There was a battle. 2 Kings chapter 3, verse 26. Let me see 26. 2 Kings 3:26. Are we there? And when the king of Moab saw that the battle was too fierce for him, he took with him 700 men who drew swords to break through to the king of Sodom, but they could not. 700 men could not bring the breakthrough. 700 men could not bring the breakthrough. How many hundred men? 700 could not bring the breakthrough, could not bring the promotion. The 700 connection could not change the level. Now, why did he have to bring 700 men when he knew they could not do it? It's possible too, he never knew. He thought 700 men could do it. So what happened when he found that 700 men could not do it? Verse 27. Then he took what? Who should have reigned in his place and offered him as what? A burnt offering upon the wall. And there was great indignation against Israel. So they departed from him and returned to his own land. Israel, God turned his back against them because they could not sacrifice as this king. What are you looking for? Can you pay the price? If you don't pay the price, you don't take delivery. Can you pay the price? You know the value of a thing if you are ready to pay for it. Your interest is tied to how much you can give to what you need. You go to shopping mall, you go to ShopRite, and they say this is 20 rands, 50 rands, 100 rands. It depends on your value for what you need that determines what you release on it. He took his eldest son and gave him up. And the battle turned. I know of people, they say they want certain things, they can't sacrifice enough to get that thing. And I pity them. Unbelievers go to Sangoma and they sacrifice their manhood, sacrifice their first sons to get what you are looking for. Then listen, what you are looking for, 1,000,001 people are looking for the same thing. What you are looking for, 1,000,001 people are looking for the same thing. It is the highest bidder that gets it. Sacrifice. Psalm 50 verse 5. Psalm 50 verse 5. Come to that scripture. Psalm 50 verse 5. Psalm 50 and verse 5. Gather my saints together to me. Those who have made a covenant with me by what? Covenant by what? Covenant by what? Gather my saints. Not all the saints. He now secluded, separated the saints. Those saints who have made covenant with me by sacrifice. Sacrifice is what will move you out from your comfort. Sacrifice doesn't come easy. Gather my saints together to me. Yes. Let's see Psalm 118. That's the last scripture. Psalm 118. Every foe is vanquished, and Christ is Lord in me.
Daddy, you know, I don't even know what to say. The woman that you spoke about, Annie, Dr. Anya's wife,
Yes.
we have not spoken for close to a year. But this morning, when I was coming to see you, she sent me a message. I didn't answer. She sent another one, talking about New York. Now, when you spoke here, my head didn't even go there. I went through my WhatsApps. And now I see, I went through the message. I said, Jesus. And I didn't even tell you.
I didn't know you will honor me this way. Come on. I didn't know you will honor me this way. I didn't know you will honor me this way. We could avoid a soul. We could avoid Jesus. I can see everything turning around, everything turning around, see everything turning around. Apostle Ken, what has started in this ministry? I see millionaires. I see millionaires. I see expansion. Very good man. Sit down. Thank you, Jesus. Sit down. Psalm 118, verse 27. Psalm 118. Am I wasting your time? No. Psalm 118, verse 27. Quickly. God is the Lord, and He has given us what? Light. What I've been teaching from 2 days ago is light. Knowledge. Knowledge. God is the Lord, and He has given us what? Light. Now from the light of the revelation, bind the sacrifice with cords to the horns of the altar. Bind your sacrifice with cords and drag it. To drag it means it will want to resist you because it's painful. So ensure that it couldn't stop you. Drag it to the horn of the altar. Let your sacrifice be found on the altar to undo. I've given the word of God. I've played my part. I'm not doing it because I need it. I do it because you need help from God. And I'm God's going viral. No sudden call that will take you to Nigeria. No, there will be no sudden call because it has been like that. Sudden things. And they have marked you for trouble. I stopped that sudden call of disaster that will ruin your finances and destabilize you. A young man struggling, you are carrying too much load, and you think you are doing so well in South Africa, but you are passing through hell. You have offended many, not because you offended them, they thought you have and don't want to help them. And I saw a name taken to a place, and they tied it, they say you cannot accept it here. And I say, Umdubisi. And they said, no, he will keep on struggling. And they'll be saying, you can't struggle from today. You can't struggle from today. No, I release you from their hand. I release you from today. I release you. Somebody follow you. Yes. Work out. Yes. People are wicked. This man has helped people, but the same people have sat on his destiny, and his family are wicked. Oko. That's your name, Oko. What's your name? Oko. Come, my son. Where do you come from? From Ghana. What is happening to you? What is happening to you? They should let you succeed now. They say he looks like an American. Why is he very Yankee?
That's his name.
Why is he very Yankee? You are a destiny child. I release you to destiny. Who is Yankee? You are Yankee. Congratulations on you. The battle is over. The battle is over. The battle is over. From breakthrough. From my daughter. While you are going there, I saw people rejoicing with you. And that your celebration has come. Celebration has come. You must watch closely. When prophecies come, you must pray and wait on God. I see ring. I know I see a ring. It's clear. Seal it. What's the name? Am I wasting your time? Oh my God. Do you want me back here again? See. Congratulations. I asked you about your mom. I saw something I didn't like.
She was under tremendous stress yesterday.
She was what?
Under tremendous stress. She did call me before we came to the evening service, but I better to get hold of her. When I called her this morning, she told me that my brother was not well. And
I command him healed. I command him healed.
we receive it
In Jesus' name. I'll see you later now. Okay. Lift it up. The hand of God give it to you. Miracle. Bring it. Miracle. Quickly. Touch the keyboard now. You know this keyboard. Lift your hand. I know, I understand. Lift it. Jesus, receive your testimony.
Fill me till I want
Receive your
no
testimony.
more. Fill my cup, fill it up, and make me whole. Bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill my heart, fill it up,
should ask you this question. What do you want God to do for you?
Wait for God.
You want to work for God? You should know this church. Father, I release grace for her. Jesus. Somebody will try to upset you. Shh. Between now and the next Sunday, make sure nobody upsets you. Because if they do, and you allow that to happen, they might steal what has been given to you through anger. Don't allow it. Now, the pastor is released to, I can just say that pastor, lift your hand like that. And say that pastor, to Lily, what's her name?
Gomani.
Who's to Lily?
It's me.
Okay, go on with this. There's a woman that came here now. Mama, who is back from? Come. Sarah, God has remembered you now. Nothing with that in your hand. Let them rest in the Holy Ghost. If you want to clap. Are you a member of this church? Stand up. Anybody knows you here? Who knows you? You know him. Can I bless him? Yes. Can I bless him?
Yes.
What do you want to become in life? I know successful in what? What business? Logistics. Chart. Oh, tracks. Umbu Siwa. What's her name? Say it 7 times. Nothing good will die in my hands from today. 2. 4. 5. 6. 7. Say from today. Nothing good will die in my hands. My life. Attract good news. I said I'll come to visit it. I didn't forget. It's a good news. Yeah. Sarah, I congratulate you. What you have been asking for long has come. Your fear has been taken away. I give to you what money cannot buy. Your enemies will surrender to you. Then explore new harvests, new frontiers, new news. This new month is a month of breaking forth, and you will handle beyond what you expected. I give you grace for the new dimension of His blessing. Take it. And everybody, come. Quickly. Run. Go and break through. Nothing will steal your harvest. I declare breakthrough, prosperity. In the name of Jesus, come my I remove affliction from you and what? Prosper. God, otherwise, remove your obstacle. Come my son, come. You, run. Because you can. There is a strong man that was taking the force. There is power. Stretch your hands, shout fire 7 times. There is power. Pastor Spirit. Who is better? Be careful. Be careful. What does it? Be very careful. Be very, very careful. Go to the altar. Ask God to touch you. Bless you. Simeon, your family they know good. You are struggling yet. I release you now. Nita, you know you are saying, God, you must remember me. God, this prayer must not be finished until you remember me. And I heard what you are saying. And now this is the answer. Take your next level. Take it. Bring her out from me. Are you ready? Yes. Bring her from me. This girl is wise and she will go far. Bring her from me. For you, sing more. I just ask you to come. prosperity. Take it! In the name of Jesus. Come my daughter. I remove affliction from you and what? Prosper! Prosper! God, otherwise! Remove your obstacle! Come my son, come! You, roll. That says, come when I was dead in the force. Stretch your hands, shout fire 7 times. Pastor Spirit. Who is better? Be careful. Be careful. Where does it? Be very careful. Be very, very careful. Go to the altar. Ask God to touch you. Everybody stand up to your feet. Have I bless you? Simeon, your family is no good. You are struggling yet. I release you now. Nita, you know you are saying, God, you must remember me. God, this problem must not be finished until you remember me. And I heard what you are saying. And now this is the answer. Take your next level. Take it. Bring her out from me. Are you ready? Yes. Bring her from me. This girl is wise and she will go far. Bring her from me. I will pray for you. Sing more. When I just ask you to come.